I'm watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures for the first time, and 20 episodes in, I just got a thought I want to get off my chest. So at the part I met in the show, the Stardust Crusaders were just introduced to Death 13 as the tarot card that they had to fight against. But before that even popped off, I think it should have been clear the red flags that were being shown to them before they took flight on that damn plane. Especially Kakyoin, my nigga, you woke up with a scratch on your arm. Now naturally, maybe you just scratch yourself in your sleep, whatever, that's cool. But when you saw that damn baby smile and it had fangs, that should have been your immediate no. And the Stardust Crusaders have a knack for saying, did I see that? Did I really see what I just saw, or am I tripping? I think I'm just tripping. I'ma just say fuck it and keep it pushing. And by the time they actually figure it out, it's too fucking late. And that shit be pissing me off so bad because, bruh, if you was really skeptical about that baby having the teeth that you saw or not, why not just go up to the fucking baby and check if it had the teeth that you saw? On top of that, nobody said whose baby that was. That was a random mysterious baby. That's red flag number 2. For all I know, that could be Marlon Wayne when he was playing Lou Man. Wasn't nobody asking questions. Everybody was just trying to make sure that baby was safe. Bitch, make sure you're safe. And that was really hoeing my nigga Kakyoin this whole scene, making him look like he was a fucking lunatic to the Stardust Crusaders. Prime example, when Kakyoin fell back asleep on the ship and he thought of the smartest idea to start engraving different cuts on his arm to write a message to the people in the real world, to his friends, and nobody saw that fucking blood spilling out of his damn arm. How is motherfuckers that oblivious? Not to mention when he woke up the next following night, saw what he wrote on his arm, and that bitch said baby stand. I thought he was just cutting himself to send a message. Whole time he actually wrote a damn message. I feel like when Kakyoin realized that the team wasn't finna listen to him because they already thought he was crazy after what he did on the plane, like tweaking in his sleep, I can see how that looked from the outside perspective. But Kakyoin, after you realized that nigga should have just pushed back and snuck that baby off after everybody fell asleep. But no, he was still in a crazy pursuit to convince his friends that nigga wasn't crazy and that baby actually wasn't staying. And that nigga Kakyoin tried to stand on business and take matters into his own hands and kill that nigga with his stand himself. But guess what the fuck happened? Pointer up sneaked him. And I didn't think shit was over just yet because I thought Jotaro was gonna catch on, you feel me, and realize that Kakyoin might have been onto something. He was gonna keep an extra eye out just to make sure. No, they just made it look that way. That nigga Jotaro ended up going to sleep himself. And now they in the nightmare ward again, realizing how fucking stupid they look for not believing they fucking man. What I really think is cool about Death 13, even though he a Freddy Krueger copycat ass nigga, that nigga got a domain expansion. And when you wake up from that domain expansion, you won't remember a single fucking thing that happened. Unless you did what saved the Stardust Crusaders, which was have your stand open already before you knocked out, before you went to sleep. And Kakyoin had his stand out and hid it under the ground before Pointer Up knocked him out. And Kakyoin really carried this part of the fucking show. And we really saw my nigga lock in and get down and dirty. And it's at this point where I truthfully respect him to the highest level because I was still tweaking out about that fact that they said that Kakyoin was a traitor and shit when Joseph had revealed that message using his hermit purple. But now I done realized to myself there's no way that shit can be true. He a real ass nigga for real. What made me respect him even more is the fact he knew that the baby stand was the baby stand even after he woke back up. Even though everybody else forgot. And he played that shit also clean. He made the baby stand Death 13 erase the mark that was on his arm and made the other niggas feel like they was the one that was crazy and not him when he woke up. And said if that baby ever come near them ever again, he was gonna torture that nigga and feed him his own shit, which he literally did. And that reminds me when Kakyoin was first trying to prove that the baby stand was an actual stand and that nigga had a scorpion in his damn jaws and that nigga Kakyoin couldn't figure out where he had put the scorpion there. Bitch, nobody saw the puffy ass cheeks on that damn baby. It's just the little shit that was pissing me off, but that arc was fired like for real. Y'all stay tuned for the next update.